son, I'm loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Houston Texans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
45, 41, Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Double time, double time. Hey, we got some time.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Bell, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I'm here all day.
On second down, it's Bell. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Open man is Anderson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Bell, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the...
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, Let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Coming this way, here we go.
Now Darnold. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The sack there by J.J. Watt. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check back, check back. Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right. Move. Even. 4. It's run, baby, it's run.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They'll run it with Bell, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, Charlie. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got one.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Darnold. Steps away to his left. On the catch, it's Crowder. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Darnold now to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now it's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
but, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Mike, right there in the middle, 55.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Bell sheds him off. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has his capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Darnold. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
2nd and 5 now. Watson, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Ja'Kai Polite, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now Watson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They are going for it. Here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. 14, Jets 7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All day, dog. Switch. Hey, watch it. Hey,
A final shot before the break. Darner, he's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down now, it's Bell, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Your trick is here, baby. Your trick is here.
Brings up 3rd and
the Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They begin with a run by Miller. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Watson looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. On 1st down, it's Watson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson, and the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And Fairbairn missed it. He pulled it left, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Bell, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because the running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Hey, check. 3 down.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
He wasn't ready.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch the twist.
A give to Bell. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. J.J. Watt, and this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at about the 32. He was brought down by Darryl Roberts.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, it's Foreman. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 33 yards that time. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. A give, the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. It's the fullback taking it in, and the Texans have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here goes Sack. 55. Check. 55. Mike.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Hey, ready?
SOS.
Mike, 55.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Quincy Enunwa couldn't reel that one in. 3rd down here. Now it's Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
41 Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it'll be second down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 9-yard line.
19. Right there, 54 Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 8-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
What is that? 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they take a knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a